Hi Year 11, it's Miss Noreen here. Today's assembly is going to be based on something that we all know means so much to us, which is the importance of sleep. Now, there's some areas that we're going to be looking at in particular, and their learning objective for this presentation is what happens when we sleep, what are the benefits of good quality sleep, strategies to promote good sleep. So if you're somebody that has difficulty in falling asleep or sleeping throughout the night, I'm hoping that we'll be able to touch on that, and obviously where to seek support if sleep is something that you find extremely difficult. Sleep is something that we would say is a natural occurrence in everyday life. We all sleep, whether it's during the day, whether it's a power nap for 10 minutes, or whether it's a good long night's sleep. It's something that helps us to keep physically and emotionally healthy. Now, what happens when we sleep? I know some of us, I used to think you just close your eyes and say a prayer, close your eyes, and that's it, you're going to fall asleep. But as I've got older and my life circumstances have changed, I've found it's not as easy as that. And I don't sleep as quickly as I used to. And because of my circumstances with my children, a good night's sleep is something that I've forgotten how it feels like. But I know it's really, really important, and it's something that I'm hoping that that I can work on, and I'm going to personally take some tips from this PowerPoint presentation. Now, sleep helps the brain to function. We all know that. If we've had a good night's sleep, we're going to be able to concentrate, and our mood's going to be upbeat and happy. And that is because the activity in the brain during sleep improves our concentration and mood. Overnight information moves from the short term to the long term memory, and Mrs. Lockley has spoken quite a lot about that throughout the academic year, so that should be something you can all be familiar with. And decision making and our ability to think improves if we've had a good sleep. Now, sleep helps the body function, our immune system. If you've had a good night's sleep, special proteins are released which support the immune system. So it makes you a little bit more resilient to things like the common cold. Because one, you're happier in yourself. Two, your body's relaxed. And three, it's just the feel-good factor when you've had a good night's sleep. It regulates your hormones, so the hormone levels in the body are balanced out, and repair and growth. The body works to grow and repair muscles, organs, and other cells. This is something I'm pretty sure you would have touched on in science, but I don't know if you've noticed that when sometimes you're feeling under the weather, when you sleep, it helps you to recover. So that's what that is all about, ensuring that you have good sleep because it enables your body to repair itself. Now, sleep and young people, I know that we're all going through difficult times for various reasons, and I think it's a shared common thing across the world at the moment with the pandemic that we're facing. So if anything, a good night's sleep is really, really important. It also enables you to access your learning very well and a lot better because your mind is relaxed, you focused. You'll be able to receive and embrace the information that is being shared with you and retain it and relate it to questions that you may need to answer. We all know that we go through stressful situations, and by having good sleep, it enables us to deal with the stressful situations a lot better. I know, for instance, in my personal example, when I've had a particularly poor night of sleep, or lack of rather, I know that when I've gone into work by midday, I'm flagging, I'm really I'm struggling. So it's really, really important that we understand that as a young person, your body's growing all the time, and it's important that you enable and access sleep during the right times. There are some comments here which refers to your body clock. I'm going to allow you to read that, because I think it's important you take that in and obviously digest that. Now, whilst you're doing that, I am going to touch on the teenagers tend to prefer later bedtimes. Yes, we all know that. How many of us have binge watched Netflix, or sat down and played on our Xbox or PlayStation, or sat on a group chat, which was meant to be a 2 minute thing but has then gone on way into the night? What you're actually then doing is depriving yourself of quality sleep, and it will have an impact on you during the following day. So it's really, really important that you develop good habits to support yourself. Now, poor sleep patterns cause, in the short term, there's a list here which says, you have low and fluctuating moods, the inability to control our emotions. If we're unable to sleep properly, what happens is we become frustrated and easily stressed, and therefore it has a knock-on effect on our emotions. Um, it also enables you to have issues, possibly where you lapse focus and attention. I know, as an adult, when I've had poor sleep, in particular, it does have an effect on my driving ability. Sometimes I'm a little bit more impatient, I'm a little bit more frustrated. Um, there's lots of other reasons there. Um, I mean, drink. A lot of people drink energy drinks. We do that as a given. We drink coffee, some of us, but it also has an impact on our sleeping. Now, the long term across the other side is about the impact it has on us long term. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to look through that. And we're going to move on to the next page. Right, how can we have good sleep? Well, one of the first things is a very good bedtime routine, bedroom environment, and daytime routine. Give yourself time to wind down. When your parents say get to bed, that's what they mean, get to bed, not get to bed and play PlayStation or Xbox or be on a group chat for 6 hours after that, because what you're doing is overstimulating your mind, and by doing that, it's going to have a knock on effect on your sleep. Have a strict routine where you have a brush your teeth. Some people like to have a quick shower, um, or a relaxing bath, and some people like to just read, or just daydream, or do some yoga just before they're going to sleep. Now, the bedroom environment. Make sure your bedroom area is tidy, because sometimes that has a massive impact. Spray a nice fragrance in your room, because there's things like lavender that you can get, which which are scientifically proven to help you relax. Make your bed in the morning so it's appealing to you when you get into the night. Get into bed in the night. It's always, and it also gives you that I'm now out of bed facing the day, and then at bedtime I'm now going into my bed to sleep. Um, and there's some people that like to play soft music in the background, which is all good. And then obviously the daytime routine, it's important you eat a balanced diet, you do exercise, you be active, you eat regular meals and snacks, and make sure you're hydrated. So that, make sure that you have plenty of fluid, in particular water, because all that helps. I'm not going to go through this, but these are good tips, good sleep top tips. Um, Obviously, avoid long weekend lines, because that'll catch up with you. Talk through any problems that you have. So if there's anything that's stressing you in particular, always talk to someone. Could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be your form tutor, a teacher, your head of year, but always speak to someone, because if you share the problem, you never know, it'll make you feel a lot better. And do not binge before bedtime. Don't sit there and have a three-course meal about 20 minutes before you're due to go to sleep, because that's not going to help you. If you think you need help, and I think there's no shame in that, guys, we all need help. I myself have accessed support with my sleep, because I worried that I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I don't, and I still don't. But what I do is make my bed, make sure that I'm not on my phone, make sure that I've got a nice clean environment around me, wish my children a good night's sleep, and say the Lord's Prayer, which is important to me, um, and think of all the positives in my life, which I always believe that if you have a positive thought before you go to sleep, it'll help you have a better sleep. Um, but if you do need help, there are these are the people that you can reach out to, alongside yours, obviously your staff at school and your family and friends, and they'll be able to support you. I hope this has helped. Please do look back and read through the information, because I know lots of us struggle with sleep, and I'm sure it will help you all. Thank you, Year 11. Take care. Bye bye.